Yo, what is going on YouTube? Renegade here, bringing you guys another gameplay commentary. And today, I want to talk to you guys about a supernatural thing that actually happened to me when I was a kid. And the way I kind of thought about this is I was watching a video on YouTube, and it was about aliens. And I just posted on Twitter if you guys believed in aliens. I posted that, and everyone said yes, basically. And I kind of want to talk a little about what happened to me and the reason that this kind of brought my attention was because I read an article on Yahoo, and it was about like supernatural events. And if you guys ever seen the show Supernatural, that actually a lot of stuff in the show actually is in books. I don't know if you guys read a lot of books. I really don't, but I know that a lot of people do read books, and the stuff that happens in the show actually is in books, and they actually did the show based on the books, I'm pretty sure, and it makes it seem so real. If you guys ever see it, if you haven't seen that show, go watch it. It's really, really creepy. But let me talk a little about the gameplay. So in this gameplay, I actually ended up dropping a 54 bomb, I think, and I'm playing with my teammate, and he ended up dropping like 40 something kills, and it would have been a better gameplay if I didn't have him, because he was getting a lot of kills as well. But I ended up going on my streaks a bunch of times in a row. I think I got my streaks 3 times in a row in this gameplay. So it's a really, really good gameplay, and this is a league play match. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow I'll be uploading my video on the pick 10 class sets. So again, if you don't know what that is, you just leave 10 item sets in the comment section below that you can use in league play, and I will use it in league play. It could honestly be anything, and I will be winning the map, of course, with it. I don't know who I'm going to be playing against, but it's just basically you guys picking my class sets for me and me winning and doing well with the class sets that you chose for me. Just basically shows you guys that I can do pretty good with like any gun, and it just kind of helps interact with people. I guess whoever picked the class sets, I'll actually shout them out in the video. I didn't think about what I was going to do with that, but I'll actually, if you chose the class set, I'll shout you out in the next video. I'll be like, shout out to this YouTube name, whatever, and then say the class sets, then upload the video, and so on and so forth. You guys understand. So anyways, let's get right into the commentary about a supernatural event that occurred to me when I was a little kid. So when I was a kid, I actually hated taking naps. And I don't know if you guys were one of those kids that hated taking naps, but I love to stay awake. I love to play. I love to do stuff. I was a very active kid, and I absolutely hated taking naps. And, when you were a kid, you had to take naps. And I remember I lived in my old house, and I think it was in a duplex. And I remember my mom telling me that I had to, take a nap. And I would always, when I was a kid, I would always open the door and try to come out and, like, be with my family, be with them. And they would hate that. They would always have to pick me back up, put me back in my bed. I don't think it was my crib. I'm pretty sure I had a bed. And this story is not made up whatsoever. I don't know if you guys believe this. You guys can honestly believe what you want. But I just thought about this ever since I watched that show Supernatural. I've been thinking about it. And it doesn't really have to do anything with aliens or the fact that it might be scary, but let me just tell you what happened. So I remember opening my door, and then my mom shut it, and she put tape on it, so I couldn't open the door anymore. Laid back in bed, kid you not, I had a bunch of pictures, and they were floating. I saw floating pictures, like they were literally floating in the air. And when I close my eyes when I sleep at night, since I'm older right now, I can picture it. It's really creepy, and I honestly don't know what it was, but I remember crying and like trying to get out because of that. And I told my mom this, and she just laughed, because it's kind of funny to think about. Oh, hey, I was a kid, I didn't really know anything. I was probably dreaming about it, something like that. But no, I remember specifically pictures floating in the air, like, and just white stuff like around it. And I would always cry, and my mom and dad would be like, shh, go to bed, shh, go to bed, just go to sleep. And I would just keep crying. And I always wondered what that was. And ever since I watched Supernatural, it kind of made me think about it in a weird way. And if you guys have not seen that show, please go watch it. Now I want to know if you guys have had any sort of like supernatural thing happen to you, like whether you like saw an alien, or you saw a UFO, or you saw a demon, or something scary happen to you at night. That's kind of what I want to know, why I really did this commentary, because it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna read you guys like a short thing on this strange sleep disorder makes people see demons. So I'm gonna read this real quick, and it's let me just read it real quick. So when filmmaker Carla Mac blah 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 started waking up several times a week, unable to move, with the sense that a disturbing presence was in the room with her, she didn't call up her local ghost hunter. She got researching. Now that research is becoming a short film and multi-platforming art project exploring the strange and spooky phenomenon of sleep paralysis. The film, supported by the Wellcome Trust and set to screen at the Royal College of Arts in London, will debut in May. So, sleep paralysis happens when people become conscious while their muscles remain in the ultra relaxed state that prevents them from acting out their dreams. The experience can be quite terrifying, with many people hallucinating a malevolent presence nearby or even an attacker suffocating them. Surveys put the number of sleep paralysis sufferers between about 5% and 60% of the population of, I guess, consider you would get sleep paralysis. So I was getting quite a lot of sleep paralysis over the summer quite frequently, and I became quite interested in what was happening, what medically or scientifically it was all about. Her questions led her to talk with psychologists and scientists, as well as to people who experience the phenomenon. Myths and legends about sleep paralysis persist all over the globe, from the incubus and succubus, male and female demons respectively, of European tales to pink dolphin turn nighttime seducer in Brazil. Some of the stories uncovered reveal why these myths are so chilling. So I'm gonna read you guys some of the sleep stories that they gave. And again, if you guys have any stories that you want to share, leave them in the comment. And I love reading these. These are really neat. So make sure you guys leave a comment if you have any stories. So one man told her about his frequent sleep paralysis episodes, during which he experienced extremely realistic hallucinations of a young child skipping around the bed and singing nursery rhymes. Sometimes the child would sit on his pillow and talk to him. One night, the Todd asked the man a personal question. When he refused to answer, the child transformed into a horrendous demon. For another man who had the sleep disorder, narcolepsy, which can make sleep paralysis more common, his dream world crashed with the real world in a horrifying way. His sleep paralysis episodes typically included hallucinations that someone else was in his house or in his room. He heard voices or banging around. One night, he awoke in paralyzed state and saw a figure in his room as usual. He suddenly realized something is different. He suddenly realized that he is in sleep paralysis and his eyes are open, but the person who is in the room in his room is real life. The figure was no dream demon, but an actual burglar. So, I guess it could like happen, where you're in sleep paralysis and you could, see things, but you're actually in real life and you don't know it. Another one is sleep paralysis experiences are almost certainly behind the myths of the incubus and succubus. Demons thought have sex with unsuspecting humans in their sleep. In many cases, the science of sleep paralysis explains these myths. The feeling of suffocating or someone pushing down on the chest that often occurs during sleep paralysis may be the result of the automatic breathing pattern people fall into during sleep. When they become conscious while still in this breathing pattern, people may try to bring their breathing under voluntary control, leading to the feeling of suffocating. And add to that hallucinations that seem to seep in from the dream world, and it's no surprise that interruptions lend themselves to demons, ghosts, or even alien abduction. Which kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier. It's just kind of creepy to think about, these are stories from real people, and if you watch the show Supernatural, this actually happens in the show. And like I said, if you go to like a local library and you like read about like demons, or you search on the internet, you could find like there's like a yellow-eyed demon that is real. There's like the demon that like runs the nursery rhyme demon, which that guy just saw. Then there's like the demon that like sits on your back and makes you like hurt your back hurt or something like that. And I don't know. There's like just different ones, and it's pretty crazy to think about. So I want to know what you guys think about this. If you guys believe it, if you guys think it's bullshit, if you guys think it's real, leave a comment. And I like to hear people's opinions about this. And I'm not really one of those guys that likes to watch scary movies. I really don't like watching scary movies because I have a really hard time sleeping at night. So if you guys are one of those people that loves Supernatural and phenomenons, like I haven't watched Supernatural since season 5 because I don't know, it's not really that I get scared of it. It's just because I really don't want to watch it alone. And that show, if you watch that show alone, it's scary. You're gonna have a rough time falling asleep, let me tell you. But hopefully you guys enjoy this commentary, and leave a like, subscribe, and if you have any questions or leave a comment in the section below. And thanks for watching, guys. I'm out. Peace.